I know what he's like. I just don't want him to phase me out of his life, really, because I just think he's great, but I know what he's like. And he doesn't want to have to think about it. That's the thing, he doesn't want to think about it. But I'm hoping he'll make the effort and just do it so that we can at least be friends, because I think we're good enough friends to do that, hopefully. But it's a strange one. I think also one of the things I was thinking about with this whole thing, and in our relationship especially, was that we didn't have that connection, probably intellectually, because he is a really active person who he would much rather, I don't know, play, sport or something, than read a book and learn something really fascinating, whereas I'm the other way around, because I'm a lazy bitch. But learning things excites me and fascinates me, and it's actually what really gets me going, and having a conversation with someone in which I learn something or realise something, it's just really gets me buzzing. While as for him, it's to go surfing, which is, that's fair enough, but at the same time I just think he's missing out on a whole other world, really. Yeah, I go surfing, I'm like, yes, this is so much fun, but it's different when it's something intellectual and it's something you've been thinking about for ages and then you realise something, or something that you thought already and then someone makes you question it and you have a whole new outlook on it. I don't know, I really feel like he's missing out on that whole thing, and I because I love him so much, I just want him to experience that as well, because I just think it would really enrich his life, I guess. Enrich his life. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be a problem, because like I was saying to one of my friends, is how do you teach someone to think to think more about things and to question life and to be interested in questioning and, not even finding answers, but to actually be interested in the bigger picture, I guess. And I mean, do people even need to be? But I just... I don't know, I've been printing out these pieces of paper at the moment. This is just one of these random things that I'm up to, where I've written what is art at the top of the page, because it's something I'm having difficulty with answering. With everything I'm learning, I'm getting very confused about what the hell it is in my head, so I've just been printing these out and giving them so far to people who've been around, so my family, because it's Christmas time, they're all round, and it's very frightening. But it's very interesting, because they're very different to me, because they've come from quite strict upbringings, I guess, and they're a different generation to me, and it's so interesting seeing what people think about it. But I don't know, I guess it's one of those things I've been thinking about, is making people reconsider something, making people think about something that they don't want to think about, because answering that question about what is art, I think people do have real difficulty with it. I mean, they either have real difficulty with it because it's something they've chosen that they don't really want to think about, because they don't really want to care about it, because they don't know much about it, so they don't... A lot of the time I feel like people do that because they belittle it and they try and make it look like a stupid endeavour in order to, up themselves and make themselves appear better than it. I don't know. People are afraid to be involved in something that they don't understand. People are afraid of loss of control. And that's why people are essentially afraid of life, because we can't control it. But yeah, this thing of reconsidering and making people rethink about something. So my mum was saying, oh, sort of like what terrorists do, Emily. I'm not going to read that. I refuse to give in to my ADD. But, damn it, I am. Train of thought. Reconsidering. Yeah, that terrorists are essentially trying to make you see their point of view, but in a very active way. And we were talking about how, in history, most change, real social change, is created by force, essentially. Revolutions, I mean civil war, or law changing is not physical force like violence, essentially, but you know, it has to be a mass, and it's a sort of threat that if this does not change, we will react against it. I don't know. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, because that bloody text has ruined everything. Because I just want to read it now. I've kind of lost my train of thought. I always do feel better when I've done one of these. But I don't feel like I've been 100% honest. It's just I forget as soon as I have to start saying it. Just having to put it into words just messes everything up. Just makes it all so much more confusing. Like, in my head, I get where I'm at, and I'm pretty much okay with where I'm at. But as soon as I start to say it and try and put it into words, I just get confused and I don't know where I am with it. And it just seems to mess things up. Words just make life confusing, I think. But it would be so much better if we just mimed. And so much funnier. Shut up, Emily. I'm talking crap now, so I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. Sort of. Or not. Really. Anyway, I'm going to end now.